Hey there guys, and welcome back to Danganronpa Blind. So, in the last episode we found out that the mastermind isn't dead. Figures. Not terribly surprising to everybody except all of the characters of this game. Well, are the chickens still there? They are. Wait, how many were there? Weren't there 5? Or was there only 3?
Yo!
Hito, you're the chicken meister. Would you take a look at the chickens for me and tell me what happened with the chickens? I thought there were 5. So, how does a chicken play into this investigation? What an odd question that I didn't think I would find myself necessarily asking, and yet this was the first place I went to look, so I guess I'm not that surprised after all. I feel like I ought to be, though. Right now I'm mainly just confused more than anything else. So a chicken has disappeared in the last 10 hours or so. 12 hours, let's be generous. That's probably
Conspiracy!
the most confusing truth bullet that I'm going to get is the case of the missing chicken. Assuming that we do get a truth bullet out of it, let's make a bullet out of it just in case, Makoto. Even though, I don't know, that seems weird. Chicken coop chickens! I like the case of the missing chicken better, but I won't be greedy. Okay, so, that aside, let's take a look at the control panel here and see if it is accessible now. Because last time I want to say that it wasn't. $7:30 every morning, but the body is not wet, correct? Therefore, the body could not have been here prior to 7:30. Good call, Makoto. See, Makoto's learning. He's getting smart. He's finally saying all the things that I'm saying and thinking all the things I'm thinking, which I appreciate. Thank you very much, Makoto. We're more and more like a team every day. Let's take a look here. Is the pickaxe missing? No, the pickaxe is still here. Though, what is that thing on the ground in front of the lawnmower? Has that always been there? It's a tarp. Was there a tarp? I thought there might have been one on the shelf. But it appears to be dirty, which is, you know, worth investigating. Very dirty, actually. Holy cow. What are those markings on it, too? The underside is clean and dry. And one side is wet and dirty. Wet and dirty. Okay, so there's probably some kind of connection to the sprinklers, but not entirely sure what. Did he say that's the one thing in here that concerns me? Because I'm pretty sure that he did. Though I actually didn't mean to look at the hose. I meant to look at the pickaxe, the crazy diamond pickaxe. Because that's still a connection that I don't understand. And I find it hard to believe that that's a coinkydink. It is intriguing, but I mean, I guess it's not the time, Makoto. We don't have any evidence to the contrary. So let's get out of the tool shed. What else is there to examine? There's the Chimera here. From the command center, aka the data center, could we not look back in time at the security footage of this camera and see exactly what has happened? Would that not be a capability that we have as human beings? Okay, fair enough, fair enough. It's not related yet, at least. We have no evidence that it's related. Let's take a look at the knife. Is there still blood on that knife? Because there doesn't appear to be blood on that knife. From what I'm seeing, just some scorch marks, which is certainly confusing now, isn't it? Can I get a closer look at that, Makoto? Can you give me a close-up on that knife? Yes. It might be, but again, the whole blood thing that I don't see any of. It's the knife I was threatened with, and there's definitely no blood on it. Yeah, we still need to figure out why that was in our room, too. But Makoto, note that there's no blood on the knife. That's very strange indeed. And there is a lot of coincidences going on here. Well, they didn't really attack us though, did they? Because we're not dead. If they attacked us, I feel like we would be dead. Correct? So, perhaps they weren't attacking us at all and there was another reason for their visit in the first place? I feel like we would remember killing somebody, Makoto. You know? I feel like that's something we would remember. Well, there's a lot of mystery here, with the plot convenience of us not remembering anything. But we have the knife. Next would be all the pieces over here, perhaps? What are they fragments of? Are they fragments of the body? No, that's definitely the fragment of a bomb. That is exactly what we saw on the bomb that Monokuma had. So we'll definitely have to take a look at that and see if it's still there. What if it's not still there? That would be very interesting indeed, wouldn't it? And then Aoi, why don't you just not look? Because I'm going to have to pretty thoroughly inspect this body here. So the fingernail polish and the marking on the hand is very interesting. Oh, they're fake nails, too, no less. Alright. And they're not on the middle finger or pinky finger, interestingly. I guess it's not really that interesting. Might be a stylistic choice. Is that a wolf or a dog or something? Kinda looks like a sheriff mark. Like a sheriff's star with a wolf inside of it. Or a dog or something. Interesting. Also, Aoi said that it looked like a female due to the anatomy of the body. But given that the center of the explosion appears to be right around the breasticular area, is it not possible that perhaps Aoi was looking at a bomb as opposed to a breasticle? Well, there probably isn't, Makoto, but we're not really sure. Okay, where else on the body can I look at? A few places, namely this rip here, where it is dry, yet ripped. Is the body's legs still attached? I can't really tell. I think they are. Well, Makoto, we never really truly know if there's something strange or not, but right now we're gonna work under the assumption that there's nothing strange about it. And that's kind of what I do a lot of the time, is I work on assumptions. Safe assumptions. And I cast doubt on things that are very likely to be true, just to make sure that I don't take things as gospel or fact. Such as, and I think everybody remembers, the whole Sayata thing. The whole potentially gate. Should we call it that? Potentially gate? That's a good one. It's not actually that good. Not particularly clever at all. But it wasn't that I didn't believe that Sayaka double-crossed me, because all the evidence proved that she did. However, you never know if Monokuma is tricking you, or at least I had no idea whether Monokuma was tricking me, or something like that. It's good to always take everything with a grain of salt, which is exactly what I try to do with everything. Let me look at this one more time, actually. Yeah, we know that the upper body's wet. You've said that pretty much every single time here, Makoto. But nothing about the bomb, though. Okay, let's step away. I can't get anything extra about the head, so Byakuya, do you see anything interesting about the body that I've potentially... hello, okay, what do you want to talk about?
So, in other words...
Alright.
In other words...
Fair enough. I was asleep. So is this going to be the defend myself trial, considering everybody else was disassembling Monokuma and I was in my room? So am I going to be the prime suspect this time? Is that what's going to be the trope of this trial?
In other words...
Which gives you all very convenient alibis, I must say. And considering you're working under the assumption this is Kyoko, that leaves me as pretty much the remaining suspect. Except perhaps the mastermind.
That's right. What?
Well, I was asleep, whether you believe me or not. Check the security footage if you'd like. I was asleep. However, that does appear to be what's gonna happen this trial, isn't it? I'm gonna be defending myself, which is certainly an interesting twist. Hopefully we'll be able to do so without trouble. Hiro, what are your thoughts on me potentially being the killer? It's 11 right now. Wow, 2 hours have passed.
For serious?
It was at 9, right? Because we sent Toko up here at precisely 9 to be back by 9:01, and she didn't come, and we got Genocide Jill instead. What convenient exposition for them to have talked about the time for no real reason other than to give us something to flash back to. How interesting.
You know?
Yes, and the body's been here since no later than 7:30, after which, or since when, I have been with you all. Therefore, that's a pretty good alibi for me in the trial, is that the body has not been here since... the body was not here before 7:30, and I've been with you guys since 7:30. So that's gonna be my prime alibi. but I think we're gonna need a bit more evidence than that. It was just kind of sitting there. Arms at its sides, a little bit away from the body, with a knife through its chest. Like right through its sternum, actually, kinda. Also, that knife does not appear to be all the way through the body in this shot, unless it's a machete more than a knife, just given how much that it's sticking out of the body. Also, I don't really see any...
Okay.
I don't see what Hina's seeing about the body other than maybe the hands to identify that it would be female in that side shot. So now the question is, where was the bomb on the body? Was it under the mask? And therefore it was already a headless body? Or was the knife in the bomb? I don't know the answer. Alright, Makoto, well, now that we've done that, shall we head to the gym and look for the Monokuma bomb? And see if it's still there. And then obviously we need to look for Kyoko. Ideally, we will encounter Kyoko at some point, and therefore we will know Kyoko is alive. But only time will tell. Because as of right now, I have no idea. Well, as we recall Kyoko, or as we recall Makoto, she didn't know much about herself. So Byakuya has her key,
now.
right? And if Kyoko is dead, I will blame Byakuya.
What?
Just give up.
Because that was a little extreme. Actually, can we just ask him right now, hey Byakuya, can I have the key to Toko's room? Or Toko's room? Kyoko's room? I'm sure you will, but this has nothing to do with that. Well, could you accompany me to Kyoko's room then?
What?
Thank you. Okay, shall we then? Ah, go to hell. Okay, fine. I'll find you later.
Goodbye.
I'm gonna go... Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so... It's crazy how he's gone from... Be thorough, our lives are on the line here, to... if I feel like going to investigate something with you, I will. But I know he'll feel like it. He's just putting on a front. Putting on the Byakuya front. So let's get out of here. Let's head to the gym. Back to here. No. Wait, huh? Oh, is this right? Oh yeah, no, okay, this is the entryway. For some reason I was thinking that was the pool. But no, it's the entryway to the gym. Cool. Well, I certainly don't see a bomb on the ground. As concerning as that is, Monokuma's dead robot body is still here, however. I'm surprised the other Monokuma didn't come and get this Monokuma. But the bomb is indeed...
You know?
missing. Very suspicious indeed. So, considering we set it on the floor, who from here took the bomb to the 5th floor, planted it in the body, and somehow rigged it up to explode when the mask is removed? That's a lot of doing. All that's left now is Kyoko's room, which admittedly is not a whole lot to go off of, but maybe we'll be able to find Kyoko. Okay, so now that we came all the way down here, can I actually just go left to the 5th floor? I can't. Cool. head here, and then that's not the garden, is it? It is. How it just took me to the garden door. How convenient. How kind. How expedient. Byakuya, that is Hiro. Thank you, Hiro. I agree that we found it at 9. Well done. That was really hard. Okay, Byakuya. How about meow?
Let's go.
Yeah, I see. I knew he'd be down to go. Alright, so what are we gonna find? I wonder. If anything. So I rather doubt that we're gonna find Kyoko. I don't know how she would have gotten into her room without her key. But it's her on the end, right? It is. Oh. Okay, Byakuya. Let's take a look. It better not be ready to explode. Is he gonna come in with me? Well, nothing's exploded yet. In fact, this is properly plain. So there is a journal of some kind here. Is that a 6 or a 9? It's a 6. It's a wood blight. It's not even a... It's a... What?
What?
I don't know. Oh, is that so? I've actually never seen that before in my life. I've learned something today. Well, shall we go take a look in the...
It's
sauna?
certainly possible.
Then? Oh, in the dojo. That makes sense. Okay. Well, shall we go take a look then? Are you accompanying me still, Byakuya? Is there anything else really left to examine? The bathroom? Probably not. Unless it's locked, that would be odd. Well, Makoto, I think she would forgive us if it involves potentially saving her life. Is there anything hidden in her bed? I kinda doubt it, but it's worth checking. Oh, Makoto, you and your dirty thoughts. Okay. Can we check her nightstand? No, so we don't get to see her sewing kit, or lack thereof. I think that's about all there is to see here, because there's really no point. You think? Could she have potentially, like, locked something in the camera? Now that would be interesting. What else is there to examine? Besides, I guess, the screen here? Could she have tampered with it? Do I have to talk? Oh, I probably have to talk to Byakuya. That's probably it. There we go. Just looking for anything, and we did find a clue. We found a woodblock.
Come on. Yeah,
basically. And this isn't particularly at random. If Kyoko is the victim, maybe we should be, you know, examining things to do with Kyoko a bit? Yes, no, maybe? I think that makes sense.
It's true.
If something were to happen to her. But I still don't think that something's happened to her. Don't open it in front of Byakuya, please. Keep it to ourselves, Makoto. We can show it to everybody afterward.
Interesting.
Oh, it's too late now. Everything's gone to hell. What does it have?